A lot of seats here, I'll just get out
Where do you
of the
want me
way.
to sit?
And if you can sit beside the
Okay.
All right.
The chain of events, basically, I'll just say it and then I'll repeat it. The thing goes into
Turn his
effect at
phone
the end
off.
of
Turns the phones off.
the website.
Yeah.
So of course I
We're
tried.
gonna block.
Comes up saying it's a commercial address.
Making sure his phone's on vibrate.
So, all right, I hear on the news, especially on, on Yorktown, that there's some hiccups. All right, so I waited
We'll
another
stand over
day.
here, okay?
Yeah,
Try it
it's a
again.
good place to
Comes
stand.
up commercial address, which I have here. Yeah, where is it? Yes, it says this.
Close the door, Mom.
What, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So you don't hear
that's
any cars like beeping or
It
anything?
says it there, it comes up a commercial address. All right, so I wait, the first time I wait a few days, try it again. Comes up a commercial address. So then I figured, all right, I live near the, what's the address of that post office?
The one up here?
Yeah,
It's on Hilburn.
yeah. The,
Somewhere in Hilburn.
The main post office, I forget the street it's on. I go down and I speak to the, postmaster, and he says, he looks up on the menu, he says, Mr. Levine, your address is a residential address. It shouldn't be up front. Okay, I go home, go on the computer again, commercial address. So by this point, I get very frustrated with it. Again, I then go on, to, I contact Deborah Ross's office. No, I'm sorry, I go to the governor's office, and that was a waste of time. Oh, that's a federal issue, we can't do a thing about it. All right, so then I call Deborah Ross's office. They're opening up some sort of inquiry. But Mr. Levine, I don't know how long this is gonna take, this could take a long time to do. Then my daughter suggested, she emails you on my behalf, and that's where it is.
Yeah. Well, let's start from the beginning since he's all set up.
Yeah, but that's basically the.
Yeah.
The
And you're not
lowdown.
alone. A lot of people are in that situation where you just want your taxes to be equal to.
Yeah, exactly. And that's basically it.
Yeah.
So,
Start me from the beginning as far as you saw that the government's giving.
Yeah, all right, I'll start from there whenever.
And you can just look at me for
Right.
if he's even there.
All right. So, I was very enthusiastic about this government program where they announced, I think it was the end of January, where you could sign up online to get your free government test kit. So I try it, and of course, I come online. It says I have a commercial address. And then I hear on the news that there's a couple of hiccups, as they say. So then I wait a few days, I try it again, comes up a commercial address. So, then you're further along on the site, it says if there is a problem, you can lodge a complaint with the post office that sponsoring that, which I did. And they say they'll get back to you within 3 days. 3 days. All right, so since I live near the post office, the main post office here, I go down, I speak to the postmaster general. He looks up on 2 different types of machines there. It's a residential address, and he says, Mr. Levine, you should have no problem. Okay, I go back again, try it again, and it comes up a commercial address, which it says. So, what do? I get so frustrated, I call the governor's office. The governor's office says it was a complete waste of time. They say it's a federal problem. They passed the buck. I call the local congressional office, I think it's Deborah Ross. Very helpful, they open up, I talked to a congressional aide, I think she called. they're opening up an investigation, but she told me that they don't know how long it's gonna take for them to do that. They have a congressional aide there that will go with the post office and find out to see what the deal is. I have no clue, you know, how long that's gonna take. In the meantime, my wife and I are sitting here without the tests. I don't know where to go with that. So the last step is I contacted you, and hopefully you can settle it.
Yeah, because you guys, why are they getting the test important to you?
Well, I have grandchildren that live down the street, and I want to be sure that I'm not infected or whichever. I want to be sure that I can go out and do things without infecting, I could be a carrier or whatever the situation is. That I am fully vaccinated. I have the 3 shots, and I'm looking forward to getting the 4th one in March, which I'm due for. My wife and I are both due for, and I just want to feel safe, and I don't want to step on anybody else's rights or whatever. I just want my health to be the priority here.
Yeah. It's frustrating because they say it's easy. Sign up to get your test, and it has not been easy for you.
No.
Nothing has been easy.
No.
Anything else you want to add?
No, not really. I feel that there's no other redress for me to do this. I could call the White House, but I don't know if that's going to do any good.
Right. And have you talked to your neighbors? Have they been able to get the test?
No. What I did do, though, I called the COVID hotline, and I asked some information regarding the 4th shot, and I mentioned that I was having trouble getting the test, and the person on the other line says, "Oh, so am I. My address is coming up incorrect." So there seems to be a lot of people having problems with it.
Well, we got this off to the post office, so hopefully you'll either get your test soon, or that's how they work. They just send your test out and don't even tell us that they've resolved it. So hopefully, because they did acknowledge and said, "Oh, have them fill out this form." But you've already filled out that form. You went to,
3 times.
Oh, you did.
And I did, just by chance, I did this last night, and it's still coming up commercial address.
And you have not heard back from your complaint,
No.
and it's been more than 3 days.
It's been 3 weeks.
Just get something wrong. So I was going to ask if you put your address in again. It still says commercial.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's what it says.
That's what he looks like on the camera.
Have you been able to get your test? Do you live here or no?
I live down the street in Madison Glen. I got mine, no problem.
No problem.
No
Okay.
problem.
Are you in an apartment complex or no?
Yes.
Oh, huh.
Yes, I am.
Interesting.
And it happens to be literally 2 or 3 blocks down.
Yeah. Not far.
I'm literally a mile away.
Yeah.
Did you get your test yet?
Yes, ma'am.
I know. He got hit. I filled out mine right away. We both did. And I still I don't even have a tracking number. And he's like, "You didn't get the tracking email?" I'm like, "No, I have the confirmation that I ordered it on January 19th.
It's very convenient for me because it's hard for me to get around. I have bad knees, and it's convenient to go to have it done, so I could save the time for me to not go to the PNC Arena or
places,
that's what's convenient.
It's just easier.
Yeah.
Have you got them through your insurance company too? Because I think you're entitled to them through your. But then you got to find them in the stores.
Yeah, that's the expense of doing that. That's inconvenient, and then to get reimbursed, it takes an arm and it takes an arm and a leg to get it done, and you have to wait.
The good news I saw today, our positivity rate was down to 16%. Which
Nice.
is shocking, 'cause it was like at 30.
It was up to 35, 2.5, 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I know. We both, we had trips planned back then, and I was like testing every day because I wanted to make sure I could go on my trip.
That's what we want to do. Like if I wanted to go, let's say, to the museum, or take a road trip, or go to dinner at a friend's house.
Yeah.
I want to be sure that I'm not carrying it, or,
Yeah. It's frustrating. Anything with the government never happens fast, right?
No.
It's always something. He or she, is it a he or she? That
She's she.
She's so good.
Yeah, oh, she's like a
You're like putting her
baby.
to sleep.
Oh, she goes everywhere with us.
And so when you fill out this request, this inquiry to the post service, this 349, you've never heard a word back from them?
No,
Nothing at all.
3 times.
Oh, 3 times you did that. Yeah, and you did it all
And I did one last night.
again.
Just, before you got here, before you come, I just wanted to see if your inquiry spurred them off their box of donuts to,
Change
Do
their
something,
address.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause I see that you have 2 different request numbers
right.
now. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of the other one. Yeah, because you've already filled that out and you have not received any response whatsoever.
I checked the emails, my emails or whichever, nothing.
Mm-hmm. Nothing at all. It's weird that your address would come up as business because there's nothing business about it.
No, not at all, nothing, and it's quite frustrating,
Well, especially since you're entitled to them.
well, yeah, that, I mean, if I hadn't gone down there to speak to them,
But when they run your address at the post office, it
it comes
says,
up residential.
that doesn't make any sense then.
No.
And they couldn't just process it for you there.
No.
You had to do it.
Oh, she said to me at the counter, and, they have a special machine where they process, packages or whatever it's called. Oh, it's residential. You shouldn't have a problem. Go home and try it again.
That's what she said to you. Yeah. And you've been trying that since now almost a month, probably back in January.
I said, you have it. I said to the lady, well, look, it's sponsored by the post office. What's the problem? Oh, there isn't any. It says here that it's residential. You shouldn't have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you said, clearly I have a problem. 'Cause I can't, it's like she didn't believe you.
It's the old saying. It's like you enlist in the army and then you sit. It's like hurry up and wait.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense.
Right.
So, what do you think you could do?
Mm-hmm.
Or what, I know you have a say when they, because you have the public forum, the television news and stuff, but I don't know what can really be done about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, at the very least, they should change your address, but then also just automatically send you the test because then they have your information at this point.
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking, since this is a government program from the post office, and it's maybe I could call Washington. I mean, that's the best thing to do. I mean, but then I'd have the Secret Service come down
And wonder what you're doing.
for harassment or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I
just
mean,
frustrating.
it's a logjam is what it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't even waste my time calling Washington
No.
at that point. Yeah. At this point, it's not even worth it.
No.
I mean, I'm gonna reach out to my contact again at the post office because he did get back to me and said, yes, this is a known issue with some apartment complexes, just haven't filled out their service request. And I sent it back to him and said, you already filled out a service request. Can you at least give me an update on his?
Now, I tried on the service request online, I tried filling it out different ways. The address, I didn't put the word apartment in there.
Mm-hmm.
I just put the hashtag with the apartment number,
Mm-hmm.
things like that,
Yeah.
I didn't capitalize my, street name or something, little nuances
Yeah.
like that, maybe, or something like that.
Doesn't make sense though,
No,
especially if other people are getting them in the apartment complexes,
I don't know if it's just I don't know if anybody else in this apartment complex actually,
This would be interesting to try just like 1-1-15, see like if they can get it.
I don't know. I thought of, I moved from another apartment to this.
Mm.
I hate to try my old apartment on this and have it go through,
Uh-huh.
because there's nobody living in it.
Oh, I already did that. It still comes up business.
Oh, it does?
Mm-hmm.
So anything,
well,
okay.
she
Oh,
thought
wow.
about
Yeah, they
it.
used to live in a building that's down there by the car wash,
Uh-huh.
and it still comes up the same.
Yeah, So
So it's everyone in this.
I think this whole apartment.
It must be.
complex.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's area.
interesting.
Just out of curiosity, if this was gonna go live, go on the air.
Oh, we'll go on air. Probably not next week, the week after that.
Week after
Yeah, I wanna make sure you get your, like, either I get confirmation you're getting your test or that
Yeah.
something's happening, so.
Any particular day of the week or?
Oh, I'll let you know. I'll email you and let you know.
Good,
Yeah, as soon as
If he
I-
wants to have a whole viewing party.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you a heads up ahead of time.
You know,
like,
I
the
got
day
my whole
before.
family,
The day before, I'll be like, watch
going,
this
you know.
time.
I was saying to my, my family, I said I was, ready for my close-up, Miss Wilson. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that.
Yeah, my niece and nephew are 8 and 6, and the baby's 2. My brother's kids. They want to see the Papa on TV.
Oh, that's gonna be so cute.
Yeah, they'll be able to.
Cutie.
Yeah.
Lex, can you
You'll definitely
would
be
you
on.
take a picture of me?
If she's okay with
Would
it.
you mind?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, hang
I
on.
travel, I do everything. I've been vaccinated, I have
Oh.
I've been
We
boosted,
are.
I've been all of it. I get tested so much, it's crazy.
How cute is this? It's not very good light.
Well, let's
Yeah,
turn
so
around because the
switch it.
lighting will be bad.
Yeah, it's, I
Everybody.
can, everyone looks like a silhouette.
You go first.
All right, which way do you want to
You
go
gotta
over
come this
there?
way, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Uh-huh,
Aw,
How cute is
that's
this?
so nice.
good.
Perfect, thank you so
I'll
much.
update you.
See how that came out?
Oh, good one. Yeah, lighting much better.
Definitely.
Well, hopefully by the time we talk again, we'll get some notice.
Yeah, all right, that's,
I love
you
your
know,
flowers, too cute.
yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for everything.
You do a very good job, by the way.
Thank
You do very well. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we enjoy watching your program.
Thank you,
so.
thank you. You have to send a picture of him, her watching it whenever you're on, right?
Oh, definitely.
That'd
Thank
be
you. So it's a
fun.
week after next.
Yeah, I'll send you an
Good.
email.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
nice
ma'am.
meeting you again.